about what God wants. Returning to God's way. And I didn't really cover everything I wanted to cover this morning because there's some way we need to return to God. And His way is not your way. My way is not your way. God's way is totally different from ours. We want to justify why we do something. God ain't justifying nothing that we do that is contrary to what He wants done. If God tells you to live right, He didn't tell you that because He wanted to see what He could. He told us that because He knew that we could. So until we are willing to give God what He wants, I want to say, turn to Isaiah 55. Isaiah 55. We are grateful this morning for each of you that 55 and verse number 6. But we got to understand God's way is not our way. 55 and 6.
Seek ye the Lord.
Seek ye the Lord. Notice that word seek. That's a term that is used all the time. That doesn't mean seek God to see how many hamburgers, how many George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Jackson that He can give you. They'll come if you seek the righteousness of God. Sometimes they might not come when you want it, but we always think that God, He's always on time. Read.
While He may be found.
Seek Him while He may be found. There is a point that God will back away and you can't find Him. That means that He's not approachable. You can't approach Him. Don't make no difference how good you think you done live for the 10 seconds. You think, well, Lord, I repented. I called sister so-and-so, brother so-and-so, said I'm sorry. But that was just then. After God do what you want Him to do, you go back doing the same thing. Read.
Call upon Him while He is near.
Yes, read.
Let the wicked forsake his way. And the righteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord. And He will have mercy upon him. And to our God, for He will abundantly pardon.
Do you see all of the repentance and the forgiveness and all of the requirements in that that is required of you and me in order to be able to meet God at the level we need to meet Him? Read.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord.
That means that you just can't come to God any kind of way you want to. It doesn't, and no kind of, you can be a religious person and still out of the will of God. That's what we got. Read.
For as the heavens are higher than the earth,
yes,
so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts.
See, that's simply letting us know right then and there how we think God don't think. We think the way we think because we're human. And we want the human race to accept us the way we are. And yet, at times, there are some folks that's not going to accept you if you're walking the way God wants you to walk. Even your family are not going to accept everything that you are if you walk like God said walk. Because God's ways are different. God's thoughts are different. We don't want to be left alone. We don't want to be left in the field by ourselves. But sometimes walking this way will cause you to have to walk by yourself. The question is, are you strong enough to do it?
All right.
Read.
For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but waters the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
In other words, whatever God says, He said it, He meant it, and it ain't going to change. You can try to adjust to the life the way you want to, all you want to. If God said it's another way, it's going to be that way no matter what. And God is willing to let you go on down the road until you get to the place that they call ATL. And you walk in. And you say, I'm in the wrong house. And the door locked behind you and you can't get out.